guys, so today, as you kind of seen some my messages on the social media pages, right, where we seen that Nvidia guys hit a all time high. So someone may say, well, Sherwin, what exactly does that mean when Nvidia hit an all time high? So I'm gonna be breaking that down here for you really quick, and I'm gonna go right up over here, and I'm gonna share my screen here. So it's gonna be a lot of information. I'm just gonna share with you in a short time frame, so you guys can kind of just have a little understanding on like what happened today, for instance, right? So when we look at Nvidia, guys, you see right here where it says a 52-week high, when it says 52-week high right here, and you look at Nvidia. So on the close price today, guys, it closed at $201.03. It was up almost 5% today. All right. And guess what, guys? On this top number right here, this is after the hour. So the market closes at 4 o'clock p.m. But then even after 4 o'clock p.m., the market still kind of runs a little bit and show you, okay, if the market was open, hey, we see Nvidia continues to keep running here, guys. And so basically what happens is this share price right here, it's the highest that it's ever been. All right. And so it hit an all-time high. But guys, when we go right here and we look at this chart right here, for instance, right? And you look at Nvidia and you go down here from say January, or you look at December right here 2024. All right, December 2024 here. And we're right over here, guys, crossing over here like into like November time frame. All right, we're right here. You will see at a low point right here, guys. A low point right here. This right here was on April the 22nd, where Nvidia, guys, if you look at the share price, it was $98 per share on April the 22nd, one of its lowest points. And today, guys, we're seeing Nvidia close above $200 for the very first time. So basically, what happens right here is, guys, since April of this year, when we had the threat of the tariffs, since then, Nvidia has been up 100%. So that's when I tell you guys that whenever we see that the market is down, a lot of people will go back and see what you just saw in April and say, "Man, I wish I would have bought more." And so whenever we do have another market correction, don't have any fears because that's always the best time to buy. We're actually witnessing that right now in itself here. So I want to give you some more historical information here. I want to guys take your phones here. I want you to screenshot this here because this is some more great information here on NVIDIA I want to share here with you. And the crazy part about it is when you go up here and you look at this AI overview, so you can go on your phone and AI gonna give you all different type of information here, right? So you see that AI overview. The craziest thing about this, and I want to make sure that you guys are able to see it, is your phones is able to give you this type of information because of NVIDIA and the artificial chips that they put into different products, like your cell phone, like Facebook, they using AI. Facebook using NVIDIA chips. Guys, if you go right here and look at these recent annual returns year to date right now, NVIDIA is up 42%. Last year, guys, Nvidia was up 171%. The year before that, Nvidia was up 233%. 2022, it was down 50%. But here's the trend that I want to share here with you guys. I've said this before, but I want to make sure that you see it now. And I want to make sure that you screenshot this here. If you look right here from 2020 and you go all the way up right here to 2024, with the exception of 2022, you will see that Nvidia has went up 100% every single year. All right. Now, in 2025, it's up 42% so far. God knows what it could do between November and December, but I don't think it'll be 100%. It's going to grow. But guys, Nvidia has just been a machine. It has just been a machine. So please take your phones here, screenshot this here. You'll be able to see it. If you don't get it, I can send it to you as well, or it's going to be playing back on the Facebook page. But this, guys, right here is some great information for you guys to be able to see. Look at this right here. Even if you go right up here and you look right over the last 5 years right here, the total return, the total return has been approximately 1,290%. Guys, this is like the gold rush, all right? This is the literally the gold rush of what we're in. So check this out right here. Let me share this with you as well. So guess why the stock price was increasing today? Because this guy right here is Nvidia CEO. He was in Washington D.C. speaking at a big conference with and talking about Nvidia and some of their future developments and what they're doing in AI, in particular, like with working with robots. But look here, guys. Oh, are you guys familiar with this little symbol right here, PLTR? Oh, that's Palantir. Oh, that's one of the top 10 investments as well for 2025, along with Nvidia. Both of these here was our top 10 investments for 2025, right? But we're seeing here that Nvidia and Palantir, they're linking up together here for the future, right? They building a little partnership. Oh, okay. So this is getting even more spicy, guys. And the reason why Nvidia is doing what it's doing is because like I explained to you guys on Sunday, we are in what we call an AI economic boom. So I want to go back and I want to share this here with you really quick. And I want you to take a picture of this with your phone as well. All right, because this right here is some great information here. There was a gentleman that asked a question about artificial intelligence and is it in a bubble? All right. So I'm showing you right here the S&P 500 index, right? This is your stock market. All right. Now, when we look at this right here, if you see that the years in the green is where it was up and the years in red is when the stock market was down, the S&P 500. It's basically that VOO fund that we use, right? But I want to share this with you guys. This right here is some great information. Between 1995 and 1999, right here, 1995 and 1999, this is right here is where we saw the dot-com era with the technology. All right. Between 1995 and 1999, this was the dot-com era. I was sharing here with you guys here that this is when the stock market, and a lot of people right here, I mean, they made a bunch of money. But you notice here, right? It was one, two, three, four, five. It was 5 consecutive years where the stock market went up over 20%. All right. And this is the dot com era when technology was coming out. But look where we're at right here in 2023, 2024. And guess what, guys? The stock market today hit an all time high. And we're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of seeing 2023 go over 20%, 2024 go over 20%. And when we go right up over here and we look at what is the S&P 500 doing as of today after Nvidia's big blowout day here, I want to go and share here with you how much the stock market is up so far this year. I want to say, guys, it's almost about 17, 18%. But let me go ahead and let's all look at it together so we can just look at it right here and verify. So I'm gonna click on the S&P 500 right here, right? Let's see how much is up so far this year, right? So it hit a hey guys. So guess what? The stock market hit an all-time high today. All right, another all-time high. But when we scroll down right here, let's see here. When I go down, so year to date, it's up 17.16%. So we only basically got another 3%. And guys, we're going to be having 3 consecutive years where the stock market has literally went over 20%. Just like in the dot-com era right here. We're right here, guys, in the AI gold rush. And when we're in the AI gold rush, we can be experiencing the same type of returns like what we are right here. So, guys, this is why I tell you this right here. All right, this is why I say this, and I'm gonna say this in a few other things I'll be done. Right now, guys, we are in the greatest wealth building stage ever because of AI. We're in the AI economic boom. And the crazy part about this is, man, you can literally go in your neighborhood right about now, or you can literally ask people at your job right about now if they know of a company by the name of Nvidia, and they will ask you, what is it? You will hear me all the time and say, wealth is being built around us. If you log into your investment accounts today, you made a lot of money inside of your investment accounts because Nvidia went up 5%. And here's the most important thing about compound interest, right? So let's say, for instance, right, I see people with 20,000 in their accounts with that's Nvidia. Some people don't got greedy and $50,000, say $70,000, because they'll have Nvidia like maybe 30, 35% of the overall account. I'm like, hey, chill out, chill out, chill out on that. But here's the magic power of compound interest, all right? So even if Nvidia went up 25%, say in 2026, right, and you had $50,000 into Nvidia, that's that compounding taking 26% of $50,000 and continues just to grow and grow and grow. If you had $100,000 into Nvidia and it went up 50% in 2027 or 2026, instead of your position being $100,000, now it's $150,000. That's just the magic of compound interest. And the growth that we've been seeing on Nvidia is just like super crazy. So another reason why I like Nvidia is because it's the most valuable company in the world. All right. And so let me share this right here with you as well. When I say the most valuable company, it says, okay, look, how much is it? How much is it? How much is it worth? Right. Um, so I want to show that here, which really quick, because Nvidia is getting ready to hit a new milestone. All right. And there were some milestones that was made today, but Nvidia is dog, the top dog in the world. All right, as far as companies wise, right? So when I go to the site right here, right, this is a cool site to use right here. And so when you go and look at the market cap, this right here basically shows you how much are these companies worth. And you will see Nvidia right here, ranking number one here. Nvidia's worth $4.8 trillion. Dollars. Behind Nvidia is Microsoft. They're worth $4 trillion, dollars, $4.0 trillion. Dollars. And today, guys, Apple also crossed over the $4 trillion threshold for the very first time today as well. But it's just below the 3.9 here because I think the stock probably went down just a little bit before the market closed. All right. But guys, you see the difference right here? Nvidia here is about to be the first $5 trillion company. They the big dogs on the street. And the thing about Nvidia is their CEO was at that convention today in Washington, D.C. And here's the crazy part about it. This guy here is a great CEO. He getting on a jet tonight and he going to South Korea and he getting ready to go meet President Trump over in South Korea, and they're talking about some future AI developments. Now, I kind of start. I was telling my dad about this little strategy a little bit earlier, right? So I said, okay, so Nvidia CEO spoke in this big GTC conference in Washington D.C. today. He flying to South Korea to speak with Trump tomorrow, and then Trump on Thursday he's speaking with China president. Now, one of the big issues that Nvidia has is their AI chips that they make. They can't sell them over in China. Like China, like kind of put a halt to it because if you remember back in January, China was making their own AI chips, and it was something called DeepSeek, and that was in January. And that Nvidia stock went down when DeepSeek came out in that 1 day period. Nvidia stock went down 15%. So a lot of y'all was starting to text me and say, hey, Sherwin, it's this new AI model coming out that China making, and they say it's a lot cheaper. Is that going to threaten Nvidia? Well, first of all, I knew if it was based in China, it's almost like TikTok, right? I knew Trump wasn't going to allow no China-based company to be massively in control over AI. So I told you guys this is a prime opportunity to buy. And some of you guys did that. And some of the others kind of whine and complain. Oh, sure, when should I sell? I hate that. I hate when y'all call me and ask me when the market going down. Oh, sure, when I see red. I literally hate it. I know hate is a bad word. When we don't made all this money and then you see a little red and you say you don't lost a little money. So we're not doing that. We're in this thing for long. But DeepSeek had a threat to Nvidia. But all Nvidia has done, man, is just remain consistent and put AI chips and continue just to flood companies that's in demand for these AI chips that Nvidia makes. So DeepSeek threatened a little bit. And so right now, what this week, what they're establishing on these trade deals, I'm in belief, and I think that uh, uh, Nvidia CEO is meeting with Trump because they're trying to make a trade deal to where these AI chips that Nvidia made, they can put them back in China because right about now there's no AI chips that's going to China. But I believe they're gonna talk a good strategy this week to get the Nvidia AI chips back over into China. Now that's my inclination because if you put the steps together, Nvidia CEO flying over there today, meeting with Trump tomorrow on Wednesday, and now Trump meeting with uh, China's president on Thursday. I think that's just kind of lining up, and so that's all good news. All right. So let me share some other things here with you really quick. So tomorrow is another big day as well. All right, tomorrow is another big day at 2 o'clock. In our house, like what I say, we call him Uncle Jerome. So Jerome Powell, which is the Federal Reserve Chairman, at 2 o'clock tomorrow, he's going to announce that the U.S. is going to do another interest rate cut. The market is expecting that. So it should be more good news. And to be honest with you guys, this is a little bit scary, to be honest with you. Because I was just telling my dad as well a little bit earlier today. I've been doing this a long time. But for the stock market to go up 6 months, and we on the cusp of it, and at the end of October, it's going to now be up 7 straight months, and we're seeing every single day record highs, record highs, record highs. All simply, guys, because of the big artificial intelligence boom that we're facing now. Artificial intelligence is doing, it's running everything that we do on our jobs, we're using it at church, like in our communities, like it's being used everywhere. So it's just evolving, it's just not starting. So you got people on the sideline, like they missing out on like this generation like wealth building, and we're literally have the most valuable company in the world in Nvidia that we have invested in too. And so, guys, I just say congratulations. The ones that's watching on Facebook as well, I'm gonna have it recorded as well. Congratulations, guys, for listening to me and getting into Nvidia. Because, guys, I see some of y'all accounts, and man, Nvidia has done very, very well, right? And so we're pleased as well here in the Raleigh household. You know, guys, here's one thing, man. Here's the crazy part about it, right? It's like you go and you see what Nvidia does, right? So I look at people right now on this call, right? They got Nvidia in their account, but then they got it in their kids' accounts as well. That our kids don't have no idea what Nvidia is. I mean, they probably know what it is, but the massive amount of growth that it is doing in their particular investment accounts. Guys, that's generational wealth. When you got your kids at school and they learning about formal education, and man, they investment accounts rocking because now you got Nvidia inside of it, the most valuable company in the world. That's how you give your kids a head start in life, by being in the right room in the right circle and understanding that these companies that we need to be investing in, which is going to have a cutting edge to be able to help you grow your particular portfolio. Guys, we're in the AI stage now where we invest in the AI companies. All right, we invest in AMD, which is the number two chip AI chip maker, Nvidia, Palantir, Meta, SoFi. Let me share this here with you really quick. So you remember I told you, so tomorrow at 2 o'clock we're gonna get the interest rate cuts from Jerome Powell, and then on Thursday, here's what's gonna happen right here. All right. So on Thursday, this is what you call an earnings report, right? So also tomorrow, guys, you're gonna have Meta, which is Facebook. They're gonna report their quarterly earnings, how they performed over the last 3 months. You also see Microsoft right here. They're gonna report their quarterly earnings as well, how much they made and what's their future, where they plan on headed. Microsoft is getting big into the AI space. Then you got Alphabet right here. This is Google. So you got three huge big tech companies reporting how they performed over the last 3 months. And then on Thursday, right here, you got the granddaddy of them all. You got your Amazons, you got your Apples, right? These are some of your oldest big tech companies. They're reporting. So all these companies here, when they report their earnings, and if it's good reports, then it continues just to push up the market. And when it push up the market, guys, that's just pushing up your 401k accounts. That's just pushing up your kids' 529 college savings plans. That's just pushing up your health savings account. That's just pushing up your Roth IRA account. That's just pushing up your brokerage account. You see where I'm going? The more employees that you have working for you, and when I say employees, those are your investment accounts, because the ones that I just described to you, when I say the market went up big today, money in my Roth IRA went up. Money in my brokerage account went up. Money in my kids 529 went up. Money in my health savings account went up. Money in my 401k account went up. See, we could sit here and we could talk about government shutdown. We could talk about SNAP. People ain't getting they food stamps right. Guys, that's fine. But us as a black community, we got to be able to understand to get out of just a small mindset and wonder like, well, how are they making the money, right? And so I'm literally showing you how they are making the money and you're making the money too, because we just can't be on the other side making up excuses and saying, okay, look, having this small mindset, right? Or being in these generational curses. Guys, I'm in a point now where we're going from generational curses to generational wealth building. And if you sit around the same environment, right, that's sitting here talking about a poor mindset, you're going to be a poor mindset person as well. And we ain't got time for that here in the Let's Win financial community, because here, guys, the aim and the fortune right here, right, is to create financial legacies for generations to come. And this guys put us in a prime position to create a financial legacy. And not only create a financial legacy, but for generations to come, because now we got these investment accounts for our kids and our grandkids. And so I look at Miss Demetrius right here. She got an investment account and she got a granddaughter that account that we set up and it's got Nvidia inside of it. Like these are the things, guys, that I am like continue just to feed it. Continue just to plant the seeds, right? On good soil. All right. Let me see here. I believe I am done. I believe I covered everything I wanted to cover. I do have a 7 o'clock one-on-one tonight, so I didn't necessarily want to be long, but want to cover down on Nvidia. I got 2 minutes. Does anybody have any questions on any information I discuss in regards to Nvidia? I got 2 minutes. I'll take a question. Let me see if we got some in the chat here. All right. So guys, yeah, this is what I want to do. Just come to you here. And hey, Nvidia is still running. All right. I just literally showed you here. Back over here on the CNBC website, we go. Uh oh, here's another thing I want to share with you guys really cool. Here's one thing else I want to show you. When you got QQQ inside of your portfolios, guess what, guys? You got 101 companies inside of this basket inside of QQQ. And then out of these 100 companies, you look at your top 10 holdings here, you see Nvidia. Nvidia is like 10% inside of what QQQ is. So if you don't own it individually, you own it in QQQ. If you go right over here and you look at your other index fund that we primarily invest in, which is VOO, you will also see that in the top 500 companies in America here, you're going to see that Nvidia is also part of QQQ here. It's kind of loading up here. Yeah, here it is here. So you see your VOO that's inside of your portfolios. 100% of the people, if you come to me, you got VOO and QQQ inside of your portfolio. All right. But you will see down here, it's just kind of still loading here, that is 500 companies that's in VOO. And you're going to also see NVIDIA here as one of the top holdings inside of the VOO here. So it might take a few minutes here, but we just go ahead and just want to share that here with you. But as always, guys, be well, be blessed, and as always, let's continue to win. All right.